Good morning, dear students. Now questions from third chapter, which is metals and non-metals. First question: distinguish between ionic compounds and covalent compounds. Right. First difference between covalent compounds and ionic compounds in terms of their formation. Right. Ionic compounds are the products of exchange of electrons. Formation of ionic compounds is based on exchange of electrons. Right. And formation of covalent compounds is based on sharing of electrons, right? One example of ionic compound is NaCl. Okay, children, important difference between ionic compound and covalent compound. This is showing exchange of electrons. This is the electron dot structure or Lewis dot structure of NaCl. Donor atom is sodium and acceptor atom is chlorine. Right? Then what happens? Due to exchange of electrons between metallic atom and non-metallic atom, then formation of ionic compound. Right? This product is ionic, and the strong force of attraction is present here. This strong force is ionic bond. Okay, children? This one. Right? In case of covalent compound, sharing of electron occurs. Formation of covalent compounds is based on sharing of valence electrons, right? Sharing of equal number of valence electrons. This is Lewis dot structure or electron dot structure CH4, right? 4 valence electrons of carbon atom and 1 valence electron of 4 hydrogen atoms. Then resultant compound is covalent, right? In this covalent compound, in this methane molecule, this is methane structure. In this molecule, 4 covalent bonds are present. Covalent compound, presence of covalent bond. Ionic compound, presence of ionic bond. Right? Second difference: ionic compounds are soluble in water. Ionic compounds are polar due to the presence of ions. Ionic compounds are soluble in water, and covalent compounds are insoluble in water. Right, children? Third difference: ionic compounds are good conductors of electricity either in molten state or in dissolved state, but not in solid state. In solid state, ions are not free to move. Right? Molten state means semi-liquid state. Right? Then ions are free to move. Right? Then this conductivity is also known as ionic conductivity. But this electrical conductivity is not shown by covalent compounds. They do not conduct electricity, right? Either in dissolved state or in their original physical state, right? Next difference between ionic compounds and covalent compounds: very high melting point and boiling point of ionic compounds, and covalent compounds low melting points and boiling points. Answer is based on only important feature, which is the presence of strong force of attraction, ionic bond. Okay, this is weak force of attraction. This force is weaker in comparison of ionic bond. Okay, children. In this manner, you can write 2 to 3 points between ionic compounds and covalent compounds. Right. Next one, second question: constituents of brass, bronze, and solder. Children, each one is alloy, mixture of metals, homogeneous mixture of metals. Metal with metal or metal with non-metal is called alloy, right? Which metals are present in brass alloy? Composition of brass is presence of copper with zinc metal. Homogeneous mixture of copper and zinc is known as brass, right? Second is bronze, copper and tin metals. One metal is common in 2 different alloys, which is copper metal, right? Next one is solder, alloy of lead, Pb with tin. Pb with tin metal is called solder. Okay. Now, third question: properties of ionic compounds. What are common properties of ionic compounds? Right? Common properties of ionic compounds. High melting point and boiling point. Right? Presence of strong force of attraction, which is called ionic bond. Presence of ionic bond soluble in water. Okay, children. And good conductor of electricity either in molten state or in dissolved state. Right? Because what happens in dissolved state? For example, sodium chloride. When sodium chloride is dissolved in water, then formation of ions and conductivity is shown by free ions. Right? Ionic compounds are good conductors of electricity in dissolved state or in aqueous medium due to the presence of ions, or in molten state. Molten means semi-liquid like this, NA+ and Cl-. In molten state, this distance increases between two ions. But in solid state, very strong force. Ions are not free to move. This is poor conductor. This is conductor. This one is also showing conductivity, right? In dissolved state. These are common features of ionic compounds, right? And physical state is always solid, right? But in case of covalent compounds, physical state may be liquid, solid, gaseous also, right? Okay, children, but your physical state is always solid, right? Thank you, children.